I think of those projects as stepping from one ice flow to another. They sort of came, the community foundations discovered, I think, through the Exxon Energy Initiative and through McFIP, that they were stronger working together than working separately. They could get more money, that they could share expertise, that they liked each other. They liked to get together. So there was a camaraderie among the community foundations. And so as one success beget the next problem, if you will. So the growth of the community foundations with additional assets and money to manage meant that they were having problems with their accounting. And so a few of the big foundations said, we're going to go after our own accounting systems. And we said, well, instead of getting your own, how about if the whole field does it? And they were able to work that through so that everybody moved together. And we actually worked with a tiny, tiny firm. It was two guys who had a dream and turned it into what is now a national accounting and software program system. But that was because we wanted to have a lot of input in the design and development. That just morphed, if you will. And I remember walking into the office at the Kellogg Foundation. It's one of my favorite moments because we had prepped and we were ready. And as I walked in, Dottie and I always went together. And Dottie is tall and I'm not, so we always sort of looked like Mutt and Jeff walking in. And we walked into Joel and Russ's office, and I could tell by looking at Russ's face, or maybe your face, that we were not going to get funded. We had really worked on this, but it wasn't going to happen. And Dottie had warned me that this was not something that Kellogg normally funded, and we probably weren't going to get it. So we sort of did our best case. We had our suits on, and we were just like, okay, here's the reasons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And about halfway through the meeting, I think you were saying, well, thank you very much. We'll take this under consideration. We're really happy to have you. We thought it was, I think we might have even stood up, and we thought it was at the end. And Russ said, well, let's sit a minute. Tell me a little bit more about what this, and I could see the look on your face of, oh, whoa, this is going a different direction than I thought it was going to go. And it was a different direction than we thought it was going to go, too. But it ended up being fabulous because you were hearing what we had to say. And it ended up being a way to begin to organize the community foundation field into some common systems that they didn't have before, and using the software as the driving factor to bring them together was a part of the reason.